Very good morning, class. So we will be starting up with the exercise now. That is exercise 7.1, question number 1. In this question, first of all, this is the figure given, and in this figure it is given that it is a quadrilateral A C B D. Just remember one thing, children. The quadrilateral is always named either in the anti-clockwise manner A C B D, or it can be named as A D B C, that is clockwise manner or anti-clockwise manner, but we cannot name this quadrilateral as A B C D. Okay, so this you need to remember whenever you are drawing a quadrilateral, or if it is given in the quadrilateral, then you are naming the quadrilateral. So you have to keep in mind that you will be naming always either in the starting from any of the vertex and moving anti-clockwise or moving clockwise. So if we are moving clockwise, then this quadrilateral would be named as ACBD, and if we are moving anti-clockwise, this would be named as ADBC. Got it? Now in this quadrilateral, it is given that AC is equal to AD. So first of all, as we have done in lines and angles, similarly here also, the very first thing we will write, we'll draw the figure and we'll write what is given to us. First thing is given is AC is equal to AD. So this is already AC and AD are equal. Second thing is that AB bisect angle A. AB bisects angle A. AB bisect angle A means this line segment AB is dividing angle A into two equal angles. That is, angle CAB will be equal to angle DAB. Okay. Now what we have to prove? We have to show that. Show that means we have to prove triangle ABC is congruent with triangle ABD. Okay, this is the first part. And second part is that what can you say about BC and BD? BC and BD. Okay, so this you will write first and then you will be starting the proof. So proof So in this, first of all, we will see what we have to prove in the first part, triangle ABC and triangle ABD. So we will be starting with these two triangles only. So we will write in triangle ABC and triangle ABD. In triangle ABC and triangle ABD, this is triangle ABC. So just to make it clear, I am just highlighting the triangle ABC. So this is triangle ABC and the other triangle is triangle ABD. So this is triangle ABD. So in these two triangles we have to check the congruency. So in triangle ABC and ABD, since we have taken ABC first, so we will write the corresponding side or corresponding angle of ABC first, and then followed by the corresponding side and corresponding angle of ABD. So since we will be starting from the vertex C, we are starting from vertex C in triangle ABC, and here we are starting from the vertex D in triangle ABD. So from C, if we move towards A, so CA is equal to DA. CA of triangle ABC is equal to DA of triangle ABD. It is given AC equals to AD. So I can write CA is equal to DA. It is given. You can also write AC equals to AD. Same thing. Now angle CAB and angle DAB will also be equal. CAB is equal to DAB. It is also given, or you can write given AB bisect, sorry, given AB bisect angle A. It is given that AB is bisecting angle A, so CAB is equal to angle DAB, given AB bisect angle A. Now the third thing is AB and AB. From C we have moved to A, then we are moving towards B. So AB is equal to AB. Now you can see that what is the reason? This is very important to write the reason. You are having marks for this because AB is the common side. So we can say by side angle side congruence, triangle ABC is congruent with triangle ABD. So we can write triangle ABC is congruent with triangle ABD by side angle side congruence. And if it is so, this is the first part we have proved. Now in the second part, what can we say about BC and BD? So you can see here BC, BC and BD. So B and B are the corresponding vertices, C and D are the corresponding vertices in the two congruent triangle. So the line segment BC will be equal to the line segment BD because the line segment BC is the corresponding side to line segment BD of the other congruent triangle. So we can write BC equals to BD, that is reason will be what? The corresponding parts of the two congruent triangles are also congruent. Corresponding sides of the two congruent triangles are also congruent. So we will not write the complete statement, we will write in short CPCT. CPCT stand for corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Corresponding part can be a corresponding angle or it can be a corresponding side. Okay, in question number 2 we are given up with a quadrilateral ABCD. Again ABCD is a quadrilateral and given, what is given? First thing is given is AD is equal to BC. AD this and BC this. These two sides are given equal. Second thing is angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. This is also given. DAB, this complete angle is equal to CBA. DAB, this complete angle is equal to CBA. CBA, this complete angle. Okay, this is the information given. What we have to prove? Prove first part, triangle ABD is congruent with triangle BAC. Second part, BD is equal to AC. Third part, angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. This is what we have to prove. So first of all, we will start with the proof and we will consider the two triangles which we have to prove in triangle ABD and triangle BAC. In these two triangles ABD and BAC, so let us see what are the triangles. So first one is ABD. So triangle ABD, sorry, ABD is this one, ABD. ABD is this one, triangle ABD, and the other triangle is triangle BAC. BAC. Okay, both the triangles are visible now. Now in triangle ABD and triangle BAC, first we will be starting with in triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, first we will be starting with the vertex B, suppose, and from vertex B we are moving towards vertex A. So BA is equal to, in triangle BAC, if we are talking about BAC, we can move from vertex A towards vertex B. So BA is equal to AB. This is common. Okay, BA and AB are common. Then BAD, angle BAD, it is given already equal to angle ABC. That is the same as DAB and CBA. It is given. And the third thing is that AD is equal to BC. It is also given. So we are given ABA. So we have moved from here and like this. So this is side and this is angle and this is side. So by side, angle, side congruence, we can say that triangle ABD is congruent with triangle BAC by side, angle, side congruence. Hope it is clear. Simple. Now second and third part, BD is equal to AC. So BD is equal to AC in triangle ABD and BAC. BD and AC are the corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. So we can write, this is the first part. Second part, we can write BD is equal to AC. BD is equal to AC. Why? By CPCT, that is corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. And the third part is also ABD and BAC. This is also the corresponding angles. So I am writing here only angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. This is also because of CPCT, that is these are the corresponding angles of the congruent triangle and these are the corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. Understood? In question number 3, it is given that BC and AD are the equal perpendiculars. BC and AD are equal perpendicular. BC and AD are equal perpendiculars to AB. That means BC is perpendicular on AB and AD is perpendicular on AB, and they are equal also because they are the equal perpendiculars. So that means BC is equal to AD. BC is perpendicular to AB, AD is perpendicular to AB, as well as BC is equal to AD. This is given. Okay. So that now what we have to prove? We have to prove that CD bisects AB. CD bisects AB means what? This CD is bisecting AB, means we have to prove that the line segment CD is dividing AB into two equal parts. That means we have to prove that AO is equal to BO. Understood? Now we will start our proof. So what will be our plan of action? How can we prove that AO is equal to BO? We can prove AO is equal to BO. For that, first of all, we have to prove this triangle, that is triangle AOD and triangle BOC as congruent. And once we prove these two triangles as congruent, then we can prove that AO is equal to BO. Okay, understood? Plan of action understood? For proving AO equals to BO, we have to prove triangle AOD congruent with triangle BOC, and then by CPCT we can prove that since AOD is congruent with BOC, so AO is equal to BO by CPCT. Okay, so we will take the two triangles first. In triangle AOD and triangle BOC, triangle AOD and triangle BOC, what is given to us? What are the information given? First of all, we can see here that this angle and this angle will be equal because they are vertically opposite angles. So we can write angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. AOD is equal to BOC because they are vertically opposite angles. Okay, and angle OAD is equal to angle OBC equals to 90 degree. Given it is, since it is given that this AD is perpendicular and BC is perpendicular over AB, so OAD and OBC will be 90 degrees. So it is given. Now third is that AD is equal to BC. This is also given that AD and BC are equal perpendicular. So this is also given because you can write also here given that AD and for both the two, in both of them you can write because AD and BC are equal perpendicular over AB, therefore OAD is equal to OBC equals to 90 degree and AD is equal to BC. Okay, so if this is the case, then we can say that by angle side congruence we can say that triangle AOD is congruent with triangle BOC by angle side congruence. Okay, and if this is the case, then we can also say that the line segment AO and the line segment BO will be equal. AO will be equal to BO because these are the corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. Okay, in question number 4, it is given that this line L and this line M are parallel. L is parallel to M, and what else is given? Intersected by another pair of parallel lines P and Q. P is parallel to Q. So this line and this line P and Q are parallel, L and M are parallel. Okay, we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent with triangle CDA. ABC is congruent with CDA. This we have to prove. So we will start our proof. So first of all, we will take the triangles in triangle ABC and triangle CDA. So ABC and CDA, this is ABC, triangle ABC, and triangle CDA, this is CDA. These two triangles we have to consider. Okay, and it is given that L is parallel to M. If L is parallel to M, L is parallel to M, so this angle L parallel to M So angle, this angle and this angle, they will be equal, alternate interior angles. So we can write in triangle ABC, angle ACB is equal to angle CAD, alternate interior angles. Okay. Similarly, we can also write, since P is parallel to Q, so this angle, so before that we will write AC equals to AC, that is AC equals to CA, common side, AC equals to CA, that is a common side in the two triangles, and then we move to the next part, that is, if P is parallel to Q, then this angle will be equal to this angle because it is making a Z. Let me show it with another color. This is making a Z. So this angle and this angle will be equal. Similarly, it was making a Z, so this angle was. So we can say that triangle BAC, angle BAC is equal to angle ACD. Okay, so BAC equals to ACD, AC equals to CA, and ACB equals to CAD. Okay, so we have got angle side angle by ASA congruence. We can say that triangle ABC is congruent with triangle CDA by ACA, angle side angle congruence. So this is what we have to prove. Okay, in question number 5, it is given that L is the bisector. This line L is the bisector of angle A. So first point is given that L is bisector of angle A, which means that line L is the bisector of angle A. This is A, sorry. So this angle, that is QAB, is equal to BAP, because L is bisecting angle A. So L is dividing angle A into two equal angles. So angle QAB will be equal to angle PAB. And what else is given? B is any point on L. B is this point on L, line L. BP and BQ are perpendicular. BP is perpendicular. BP and BQ are perpendicular. BP is perpendicular to AP and BQ is perpendicular to AQ. This is perpendicular to AP and BQ is perpendicular to AQ. This is given. Okay, and to the arms of angle A, show that. To prove, what we have to prove in this first part, that is triangle APB is congruent with triangle AQB. Second part, BP is equal to BQ, or B is equidistant from the arms of the angles. This we have to show. So for this, if we want to, again same process, as we know that we have to prove the congruency of triangle APB and triangle AQB. So we will start the proof with these two triangles only. In triangle APB and triangle AQB, APB and AQB, we are knowing that angle this angle APB is equal to angle AQB, and both are equal to 90 degree. Why? Because it is given that BP and BQ are perpendiculars on the arms of the triangle. So I am not writing the complete statement. If you want, you can write also. Since BP is perpendicular to this arm AP, so APB will be 90, and BQ is perpendicular to this arm, that is AQ, so AQB will be 90. So I can write APB is equal to AQB, that is equal to 90 degree. Now angle PAB is equal to angle QAB. This is also given. Why? Because it is given that AB is the line L, that is bisector of angle A. That is why. Okay, so these two angles will be equal, and obviously AB is equal to AB. This is the common side, so we can say that by angle side congruence, angle side congruence, we can say that triangle APB is congruent with triangle AQB, because by angle side congruence. Okay, so we have proved the first part. Now the second part can be proved. BP is equal to BQ. So BP and BQ, they are the corresponding parts or corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. So we can write BP is equal to BQ by CP/CT. So therefore we can say that the distance of B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. Point B, the distance of the point B, vertex B, from both the arms is equal. So we can write B is equidistant from the arms of angle A.